In this question, we have principle 1, principle 2, principle 3 and principle 4. Now, principle 1 explains to us about the meaning of spin-down relationship. Principle 2 explains to us about the concept of valid marriage and the essentials. Principle 3 explains to us about the rights and duties of husband and wife. And principle 4 explains to us about the Saptapadi. Right. Now, the facts in the present question are: Anju was betrothed to Balu by their parents when they both were 2 years old. Anju's mother's mother's mother and Balu's mother's mother's mother were sisters. When Anju turned 21, Anju and Balu's parents decided to marry them. Anju and Balu were married as per the Hindu rites and customs without performing the Saptapadi, as their customs did not indicate so. Right? 2 years after the marriage, Anju decided to move out of the matrimonial home without any reasonable excuse. Balu filed a petition for restitution of conjugal rights before the district court. Now, whether Anju and Balu are Sapindas or not, in this question the correct answer is A, that is no, they both are not Sapindas. Now, let's move back to principle 1. Principle 1 clearly explains to us that spinda relation with reference to any person extends as far as third generation from the mother and fifth generation through the father, the line being traced upwards in each case from the person concerned, who is to be counted as the first generation. Right? Now, since they trace the relationship through their respective mothers, right? So as we get to know from the facts that Anju's mother's mother's mother and Balu's mother's mother's mother were sisters, right? So basically over here we get to know that we are tracing their relationship through their respective mothers, right? Therefore, the degree of spinda relationship will extend only to 3 generations. Here in this case, the common ancestry is placed at the 5th generation. Therefore, they are clearly not spindas, right? Making A the correct answer.